If you're leaving the Bay Area and looking to move north, $2 million in Sonoma County will buy you three completely different lifestyles. A private botanical garden retreat in northern Sebastopol with a pool, vineyard-adjacent living in Healdsburg's Alexander Valley, or a luxury hilltop home with resort-style pool and amazing outdoor entertaining space. Same budget, completely different lifestyle. And one of these lifestyles might just be for you. I'm Stephanie Johnson. I'm your Real Wise agent in Sonoma County, and I help urban buyers relocate here all the time. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people make is that they choose the house before they choose the lifestyle that they want. So today I'm taking you with me on broker tour, and we'll see what $2 million will buy you in three different areas and what each area will cost you in terms of trade-offs. So let's start with what I think is the most unique property of the three, and it's located in northern Sebastopol, just off Green Valley Road. This is a 1970s construction home on a beautiful piece of land, and I think it's the land that really stands out. If you are coming from an urban area and you're seeking peace, tranquility, a beautiful garden with texture and color, something like this might just be for you. And when you wander through the garden, you see that somebody put a tremendous amount of time into building this garden. It's not, these kinds of things are not done overnight. The home itself is 1970s construction. It's got really cool vaulted ceilings in the main living area. The kitchen is a great layout, and it's done in these rich tones with darker wood that some buyers are gonna love. Other buyers might wanna lighten it or modernize it, but neither one's wrong. I think it lives beautifully just the way it is. From the kitchen living area, you pass through a small library, which is also done in these rich dark tones of wood, and that leads to two beautiful bedrooms. The third bedroom is actually more of a family room or a flexible room. It's huge, and it could easily be broken up into two rooms, I think, in the future if somebody needed to break that space and make two smaller spaces. So some flexibility there. More flexibility comes on the lot though. In addition to a spectacular pool that's right out the back door, this property also offers a couple of outbuildings, a two-car garage that could be used as a garage or as a number of things, maybe even converted into an ADU in the future. And then down at the other end of this lovely garden with winding paths through beautiful plantings is a shop that could give you lots of flexibility. It could be a creative studio or a workshop or a gym or a home office. If you dream it, you can make it happen. So the main trade-off with a property like this is that you're not really walkable. So if you're looking for a walkable lifestyle, you're going to want to be much closer to town. I think the best fit for a property like this is for people who really love to garden, who really want that sort of country lifestyle with a pool and entertaining spaces and places to plant vegetables, or if you're also a creative person and you need space for your creative pursuits, or you need an exterior building for home office or guest overflow, this property can serve a lot of needs. But if space, and acreage in particular, is not your main goal, then the next property in Healdsburg might be a fit for you. So our next stop is Healdsburg. In fact, Alexander Valley, which is just to the east of Healdsburg. And if the Sebastopol property was about land, this property is about setting. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home on a small road just off of Chalk Hill Road, which is one of the kind of main thoroughfares through this area. This quiet country road feels almost like a lane. It's that narrow and sort of that unpopulated. And it's surrounded by vineyards and the wineries that are known in this region. In fact, right across the road from this property is a vineyard. So if you own this property, every day you exit your driveway and look at vineyards. So the setting is really, really beautiful. This is the Sonoma County lifestyle that many urban buyers sort of dream of when they think of moving here. Approaching the house, there's a cool fire pit in the front. It's super welcoming. And as you walk in the house, it's noticeably smaller than the home in Sebastopol. While Sebastopol's home was almost 3,000 square feet, this one's just over 2,200 square feet, and it feels tighter. But the real living room is outside. In fact, in the front and in the rear, there are really lovely entertaining spaces on this lot. The lot itself is just over an acre, so it's less than half the size of the lot we looked at in Sebastopol. Even though there's not a lot of square footage in the main house, there is an additional outbuilding in the front which could serve as a gym or an office. It does have power, and it just gives you a little more flexibility. And so this is where you kind of want to think about what your priorities are, right? Do you really want square footage and acreage? Then maybe you want to look in Sebastopol or in West County, because Healdsburg comes at a higher price tag. But if you really want to live in wine country, you want to have vineyards right outside your doorstep, and you want to be within a quick drive to multiple world-renowned wineries and not that far from Healdsburg Plaza, then this Dry Creek Valley home might be for you. The trade-offs here are obvious. There's square footage and acreage. You're not going to get as much land or as much house in Healdsburg as you will in West County. It's also quite a bit warmer in Healdsburg. So if you want a hot summer, Healdsburg's the place to look. If you want a cooler, more temperate summer and you don't want to deal with those 100-degree days, then you want to probably look in West County instead. And of course, where there's a lot of heat, there's also higher fire zones. Healdsburg and the areas east of Healdsburg are high fire zones. Most of those areas are. You're not going to have as much fire risk in West County. Those areas are zoned medium or even low fire risk compared to the eastern parts of the county. Our next location is Santa Rosa. But before we head there, let me say, if you're an urban buyer, you're coming from the Bay Area or beyond, and you're looking to relocate to Sonoma County, I help people do this all the time. My contact information is on this page in a few locations. Please reach out, book a call with me, send me an email. I'd love to help you figure out where you should land in this beautiful county we call home. So our last stop on today's broker tour is in the neighborhood of Fountain Grove in Santa Rosa. And this is definitely the largest home of the three. It's almost 3,200 square feet. However, the smallest lot, it's just shy of 1/3 of an acre. So you're really trading land and privacy for more of a suburban feel with a lot more square footage and a lot more modern finishes. This home was built in 2020, and therefore it's pretty new construction. In fact, a lot of the homes in this area are new construction, and they are on the larger size because this area was devastated by the Tubbs fire. Almost all of the houses burned to the ground, and many of those homeowners didn't have the money or the impetus to rebuild their homes after the fire. So many of these lots were picked up by developers, and new construction homes abound in this area. It's now a really beautiful neighborhood with some of the most beautiful homes with gorgeous finishes, and many of them have stunning views because, of course, Fountain Grove is up on the top of this very large mountain in Santa Rosa. When you walk in the door, you realize this house feels very different than the other two because, of course, it's modern. The Sebastopol house was built in the 1970s. The house in Healdsburg was built in the 1950s, and they're more ranch-style homes, and they feel like they're from that era. This home feels contemporary. It's 2 stories. It's got a really nice layout upstairs with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and the laundry room is upstairs. Downstairs, the common rooms are really pretty. They all flow together nicely. There's a beautiful wine storage area just off the dining room where you can display all of your wine country finds. And the kitchen is spectacular. It's got a perfect layout, modern finishes, and a gorgeous view of the garden outside. Step outside these common areas onto a beautiful patio with a stunning resort-style pool and a barbecue area. It's totally fit for entertaining all of your friends. If you're looking for more of a suburban lifestyle with a lot of square footage and a smaller lot that doesn't need a lot of maintenance but has all of the amenities you could ever want, this kind of property might be for you. Certainly in Santa Rosa, you get more for the money. You get more square footage, you get a view, you get a resort style pool. I mean, the finishes here are top notch. So that's a win, right? You're gonna get a lot more of those things. And if those are your priority, then Santa Rosa, especially Fountain Grove, where all of these new construction homes are, is a good place for you to check out. There are trade-offs here. This is not a walkable neighborhood. You definitely have to get in the car and drive to restaurants and stores and amenities because you're on the top of the hill where there is not a mall or a commercial strip to go to that's close by. And this home sits on a cul-de-sac in this neighborhood. And when you walk the cul-de-sac, there are at least 3 different lots that are still undeveloped. And so the future will probably bring more construction noise and inconvenience on, but it's a trade-off you might be willing to make if you want a big house for the money. So in summary, these 3 homes are really, really different. And I think going on broker tour with me today, hopefully educated you a little bit more about what you can get in each of these areas. To summarize, In Sebastopol, you're definitely going to get more land, a little more house. It's going to be really about the property itself, maybe some outbuildings. There's going to be a lot of flexibility, beauty, cooler temperatures, and a lower fire risk. And it's also going to probably be a little more unique. In Healdsburg, you're getting a smaller lot, you're getting a smaller home. Prices there tend to skew higher than they do in West County or in Santa Rosa. It's definitely a lifestyle-driven choice. It's about being close to Healdsburg, near all of the restaurants and the food culture and the wine culture, and being right in the heart of wine country and having access to all that that offers. In Santa Rosa, you're going to get more of a value choice, right? It's a big home with a lot of square footage, a great layout, a modern contemporary feel. And while you don't have a big lot, it's chock full of wonderful amenities for entertaining and just enjoying an at-home lifestyle. And some views and all of that for the same price as the other two properties. Same $2 million, completely different lifestyle. And so that's why choosing your lifestyle first and then deciding which home you want is really the way to go about buying a home in Sonoma County. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Stephanie Johnson, your RealWise agent. And of course, if you're considering a move to Sonoma County from San Francisco, from Oakland, or beyond, I would be glad to be your guide. Reach out to me. Let's book a call. Let's talk about your goals and how I can help you be successful with your purchase here in beautiful Sonoma County. Until the next one, bye for now.